So this past weekend was the release weekend of Bloomburrow, and we have a collector box here that I'm going to open up. Been looking forward to this one for a while. We got, last year we got the news announcement of all the upcoming sets and products for this year, and this is one that stuck out to me. So I did go to the pre-release, actually. I went to two of them. It was quite fun. Some interesting observations that I had from it. Because I went to two of them. I went 0 and 3 and 1, and 3 and 0 in the other, so kind of the opposite. We'll talk about it as we get through here, though. What am I looking for in this? There's lots of cool stuff in here, actually. Well, I haven't opened any collector boosters yet. Actually, that opens very easy. I haven't opened any of these yet, so this will be interesting. But about the pre-release, though, the first deck I played was green-black. I don't know if we'll see any of the cards that I played in here. Oh, we have the cool stuff up front. It's a Crag Flame that goes with Mabel. Let's see here. Dawn's Truce, Season of the Bold. Okay, this card is awesome. It's basically a white heroic intervention. Yeah, so I think this is probably going to age well. Season of the Bold. I'm not sure which one of the seasons are the good ones yet. Like, I feel like they're probably going to take turns going up and down in terms of popularity, but we got the red one here in Borderless. Dower Port Mage. I'll start a pile for Mythics. A Bright Cap Badger. This thing seems quite good, Dream Dew Entrancer. Because it's, like, 3 stun counters. That's a little... that's basically removal. Like, 3 turns, taking 3 turns off for a creature, like a lot of the time, it's basically as good as removing the creature. So you can play this 3/4 reach that removes something when it comes into play, or you can draw 2, which is also great. So there's our rares. I'll separate the commander cards and get back to my story about the pre-release. Kind of went off topic there. We got our land, and then some good stuff there. There are some good commons and uncommons. So I played green-black in the first one. I built a very synergistic deck, and I thought it was going to be great. Like, I was looking at the cards like, this works with this and this, and we'll get triggers, and this will trigger this, and that triggers that. And if it got a chance to get going, yes, that would have happened, but it didn't. I just got ran over by aggro by, like, 2-3 flyers pretty much every game, and ended up going 0 and 3. The one game, not match, that I did win, I won by milling my opponent out with Scavenger's Talent. I had 2 of those in the deck. Then the second pre-release, though, I just went white-black. Cards I opened, which were good cards, and was able to 3-0 with that one. I had 8 removal spells. That probably helped a lot. So the cool stuff is up front for these. Ember Heart Challenger. Is this the one? Yeah, this is good. I think this is a good 2-drop. Tokens for the common good. I think this card sucks. I think this card is really bad. Maybe I'm misevaluating it, but compared to the power level and design of a lot of the other cards that you see in the set in modern sets, this one seems like an outlier to me. Like, this feels like a rare from like 10 years ago. I don't know, maybe I'm missing something about it, but we'll see. Valley Flame Caller, okay. Good for lizards. And a Sword of the Squeak. There's your Beastbinder. Some people are hyped about this. I'm not sure about this one. I'm not hyped about it. Maybe I'll be wrong, but I'm not sure if that one's actually that good. Hunter's Talent. This card's pretty cool. Huskburster Swarm. I would like to try out Black-Red Lizards in Standard. I think that deck seems pretty good. And I made a top 10 list for this set. If we go by any of the cards that I picked out, I'll mention them. There's a Keen Eye Curator. There's a good card right there. Oh, that's not what I thought it was, but Maronar is good. So you have, yeah, I forgot you have these like reskinned cards. It's pretty cool. I'll make a pile for those. Here's another Emberheart Challenger. Octomancer. A Mockingbird. This one's... I have some high hopes for this one, this Mockingbird. If I had a cool stuff pile, I would put that in it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do a cool stuff pile for this one because the set is so new. I feel like this is probably going to see a significant amount of play, this hop to it. Mockingbird, I didn't have that in my top 10, but I probably should have. That's one that I kind of missed there. Season of Weaving, we got a borderless foil blue season there, okay. Wick. Coiling Rebirth. Jackrabbit, that's a funny one. Glarb, it's another mythic. It's a pretty cool one. I didn't pick any of the seasons for my top 10. It's kind of hard to tell with those ones. Patchwork Banner, that's a good uncommon. Oh yeah, we're looking for a raised foil card. That's something you can get in these. There's a Nissa Who Shakes the World, Frog Nissa. It's probably alright. Interesting, it's rare, not mythic. I guess this Nissa was always rare though. Starfall Invocation. Another Beastbinder. Hazel's Brewmaster, and this thing. I would like to get the commander deck card that says you win the game, just so I can put it in my every WinCon deck. That's my Garth deck. It's quite fun. I think this card is pretty cool too, and I like the art on it a lot. Ruthless Negotiation. The WinCon card though, the commander deck one, I think it's like a frog, 20-toed toad, I believe it is. It seems pretty easy to trigger. Like, it seems like a pretty easy win condition to meet. Manifold Mouse. And a snail token. Beza the Bounding Spring. That was in my top 10. I think that I had that at number 3. This card is really good, basically, because this is the exact opposite of a win more card. If you're behind in basically any respect to ways you can be behind in a game, you play this and it catches you up, or it helps to anyway. This is a great flicker target, which pairs really well with one of my other top 10 cards. I'll point it out if we get to it. So I think Beza's good. We got an odd Acorn Gang. And Camellia there. Ghoul Claws Heist. Some people like this card. I think this could be good. It's one that's kind of hard to tell yet, but it has potential, I think. I opened that as my pre-release promo. The second pre-release I did, where I played Black-White, and I actually didn't even play that in the deck. Maybe I should have, but I wasn't sure about it. I like how much easier these packs are to open compared to some where, like, I don't know what kind of glue they're using, but some of them are incredibly difficult to open. Mist Breath Elder. A Wishing Well. I don't know what that card does. It does stuff with flipping coins. Mabel. Can go with our token that I put over there, I guess. There we go, the 20-toed toad, got it. It's the one I was looking for. Got a Fabled Passage there. So yeah, maximum hand size is 20. When you attack with 2 or more creatures, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. No, wait, put a +1/+1 counter on it and draw a card. And then when it attacks, if you win the game if there are 20 or more counters on it. Or if you have 20 or more cards in hand. I feel like, well, either one of those is pretty easy to do with the right setup. So like that's an alternate win condition you can actually win with. Commons. The raised foil that I'm looking for actually is a Gev Scaled Scorch. I think that's what he's called, the lizard. The black-red one. Codes don't want to come out. We got Hazel of the Root Bloom. Is that? Yeah, okay, so this is a raised foil one. It's basically the gilded foil from Capenna. New Capenna. It's the same thing. Just a different design. So we got one of those. It's a commander deck card. Not sure if that one's good or not. Let's see. 4 mana, 3/5. Tap, pay 2 life. Tap X, untap tokens you control. Add X mana. Any combination. At the beginning of your end step, create a token that's a copy of target token you control. If the token was a squirrel, instead you make 2 copies of it. So it's good for squirrels. It's good outside of squirrels, but it's really good for squirrels. We got a Derevi there. Yeah, I'll put the commander deck mythics with the mythics. Dream Dew thing, this thing, and a Portent of Calamity. Some cool stuff. Trying not to destroy the wrappers because I use these for shipping cards. Looks like there's a Rel there. There's a Storm Splitter. So that is... Yes, that is a mythic. Interesting. With the card being so red here, it almost makes this look like a rare. But yeah, we got a mythic there. Storm Splitter. It's cool. And then, yeah, Rel Crackling Wit. Rel seems good to me. I always like it when a Planeswalker ticks up to make a creature, rather than having to tick down, because you can, you know, if you can just stabilize with it, then you just keep on going up and up and up, and your opponent can never really kill it. Well, they can, but it's a lot harder to do it by combat damage. This is a card that I put in my top 10. Actually, I think I had this as my number 2 card in the set, which might have been placing it a bit high. I might reevaluate that, but I do think this card is very good. Salvation Swan. We got an Evercoat Ursine. Dang, I'm gonna have to give this one to Snug, I think. It's an Elemental Bear. And a Paw Patch Recruit. Three packs to go there. Not a decent amount of mythics. Oh yeah, the 3-tree city, that'd be a good hit. A Salvation Swan. Ant Queen. Phineas. And, what does this do? Convoke. Does 6 damage to each untapped creature. So you convoke it with your creatures and they survive. That's cool. Caretaker's Talent there. This thing is very good, I think. Thoughtstalker Warlock. I played this in one pre-release and it overperformed. It was a lot better than I thought it would be. Otter. Dream Dew. This is probably the green season. Yeah, Season of Gathering. I think that's currently the best one. And like I said, they're gonna shift around a lot, I think. It's cool though. Cruel Claws Heist again. Tempt with Bunnies. Oh. Mahaut's Feathers Night. So I played this in second pre-release where I did quite well. This is probably a big reason why, because I played this and it did a ton of work, but also this was in my top 10, and yeah, this card is very good. I think currently anyway, this is the most expensive card in the set, but that's probably going to change, but it's definitely a good one to hit, so I'm happy with that. And our last pack, then. I guess I'll slow roll these, seeing as it's the last pack. Birds of Paradise, that's cool. So they reskinned the bird to a bird. Makes sense, I guess. It would have been funny to make the bird like a bat or something. Or I don't know, a caterpillar. Anyway, Birds of Paradise. Always good to see more of those. A rare Planeswalker. Narset, okay, Narset's good. That one goes down here too. A rare Fabled Passage. It's the second one of those. 3/3 Bloodroot Apothecary. Okay. And what's our last rare and or mythic going to be? Scrap Shooter. I think a lot of people seem to be pretty high on this card. It does seem good. I kind of wish it had Trample instead of Reach. But, you know, still 3/3 that can destroy an artifact or enchantment. Or a 4/4 for 3, I should say. Seems quite good. Oh yes, these lands. All these lands seem quite good as well. Didn't get the... I was waiting to point out an uncommon. I actually have one off to the side here. I'll show it to you. Parting Gust. This is what I picked as the #1 card in the set. It's the one that works quite well with Beza here. I had 2 copies of this in my one pre-release deck. And it was every bit as good as I thought that it was going to be. It's just 2 mana instant speed exile a creature. That's really good. Yeah, they get a fish, but whatever. They get a tapped fish. It's a 1/1. But then also being able to hold this up as a protection spell for your creature, or you can use it to reuse and enter the battlefield ability like this. Your creature even gets a counter on it. I really like this card. Yeah, so... Will I? I don't know if I'll do the recap this time. I'll do a recap, but I'm not gonna, go out and add everything up and whatnot, because the set just came out. It's hard to tell, but we'll take a look at some of these. So this is what I pulled out for the reskinned cards, basically. Got some cool ones. I would say probably the bird is my favorite. Marrow is cool as well, though. Are any of them mythic? If any of them were, I'd probably put them in here. And then these are mythics. How many did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's pretty decent. 2 of them are commander deck cards, but 10 is a good number. And we got one of the raised foils, so that's cool. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. So I'm going to open up some more of this product for Bloomburrow. Like I said, I'm pretty excited for this set. I'm looking forward to drafting it. I kind of wish that the draft season for this set was longer, because it's kind of short, because we're getting Duskmourn fairly soon, actually. So it's a bit unfortunate that, basically this is going to rotate out of being drafted, because I would like to spend some time drafting this. But regardless, I have a play booster box, as well as some pre-release kits on the way. So I'll open up those as well. So if you're interested to see that, keep an eye out for those videos. Anyway, though, if you're still watching, thanks for watching. It'd be cool if you can like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. I'd encourage everyone to come join my Discord server. You can find a link to that in the video description below. And in the video description, you can also find a link to the Snug and Dave store, which is my store, where you can find custom playmats such as this one that we've been using, and custom tokens as well. Also, I'd just like to take a moment to thank all the patrons that support me on Patreon. Otherwise, though, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.